Have you ever had to betray someone to save them? I never thought I'd be the one to betray her. Sophia and I were more than best friends. We were like sisters. She was the person who knew every detail about my life, even the ones I never said out loud. And I knew her the same way. That's why I noticed when something started to change. She wasn't sleeping much, wasn't eating like she used to. She skipped out on plans, ignored texts, and spent all her time with her new boyfriend, Lucas. At first, I told myself it was just the honeymoon phase. But soon, her excuses turned into lies, and her bright, fiery personality dimmed into someone I barely recognized. It all came to a head the night I got the call. Her voice was barely a whisper. "I'm fine," she said. But the slurred words and quiet sobs told a different story. She begged me not to come over, said she'd see me in the morning, but I couldn't ignore how wrong everything felt. When I got there, Lucas was gone. She was sitting on the bathroom floor, cradling her arm. It was bruised and swollen. "What happened?" I demanded, but she just shook her head. "It's nothing," she said, her voice trembling. "Please don't make this a big deal." I wanted to scream at her, shake her, beg her to leave him. But the fear in her eyes stopped me. "Promise me," she said, clutching my hand so tightly it hurt. "You can't tell anyone. Promise me." So I did. And for a week I kept that promise. But the guilt of staying silent started to eat me alive. Every time I saw her, I could see she was sinking deeper into this toxic relationship, but she wouldn't let me help. I finally broke when she showed up at my place with a black eye and a story I knew was a lie. "I fell," she said. That's when I realized she was trying to convince herself as much as me. The next day I called her mom. I told her everything. Sophia didn't speak to me for weeks after that. She called me a backstabber, a liar, someone who never truly cared about her. Those words cut me deeper than I ever imagined. But I knew it was the only way to save her. Her family intervened. They helped her get out, got her into therapy, and eventually, slowly, she started finding her way back to herself. Months later, she showed up at my door. She didn't say anything at first, just stood there holding my gaze with tears in her eyes. Then she hugged me and whispered, "Thank you." That was all I needed to hear. Sometimes betrayal feels like the only choice when someone you love doesn't see their worth. And if I had to do it all over again, I would, because saving her was worth the risk of losing her.